EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Let's go now. Blue, check. Check white. Black swap. Check hunt.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Drill green. Set.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check pink. Cut.
Now Cook running right. Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Eat old blue. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Browns! What a great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Second and goal from the 1. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On second down, Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning here is Wright. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run over center with Mitchell. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. This is caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Here we go.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They go play action with Jackson. Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Yellow. Ready?
Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now it's right. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing is Jackson. Complete to Running. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're going to look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Mitchell now off the option. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready,
The
ready.
Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Set, ready. Black Ultra. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by them. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the option. 47 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defense.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Mitchell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Blaster, 6, 7.
Back to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On the set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Green Jack. Ready.
Thompson Robinson now. And Cook has it left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 72 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Oh, he's got a little... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
Here we go.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got him in, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Here we go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll set up to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Ready.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cook will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First down, here's Mitchell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready up.
The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and forever.
Yellow.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Black shots.
A gain of 17 yards. It's fourth down.
Ball red. Hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's on his way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 52. Browns 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 242 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace in the playoff